lightning in his eye. Shield in the left and the hammer in the right. Let's go. Swinging thunder in the middle of the fight. Mortal man with godly power, what a sight. Even Thanos felt the pain, couldn't hold his might, but the Titan found the gap and slammed him to the floor. Blade went through his leg, couldn't take it anymore. Vibranium shattered, shield that never broke before. Cap was on his own against a million-man war. Army stretching to the horizon, dark as night. Desperation sinking in, but Steve refused to fight. Tightened up the broken shield and stood to face the sight. One man on the front line, last remaining light. Then a crackle in his ear, voice he recognized. On your left, and portals open wide. Wakanda wizards, guardians arriving side by side. Every fallen hero stepping through with pride. Steve looked at the army, raised his voice and cried. Avengers assemble, battle amplified. Every single hero charging like a tide. Century's greatest war, the universe decides. Tony stumbled, obsidian hit him to the dirt. Peter swung and clutched and pulled him from the hurt. 5 years gone, the kid was back up in his shirt. Tony hugged him tight, emotions going berserk. Brief reunion, then the fight was back on track. Get the stones through time before the Titan could attack. Wanda held him down, rage was turning red to black. Thanos called the cannons, fired everything in the stack. Heroes scrambling, bombs were raining from the sky. Rocket about to die beneath the firestorm nearby. Damn, then the cannons turned and aimed up way too high. Fireball punched through the warship, Captain Marvel fly. One hit, one ship, crash into the sea. Thanos watched his life's work sink in disbelief. Carol grabbed the gauntlet, heading for the breach, but he threw his blade and blew the tunnel out of reach. Thanos got the glove back, victory in his grip. Strange held up one finger from across the battleship. Tony understood he was the final trip. 1 in 14 million, time to let it rip. Rushed the Titan, grabbed the stones but caught a fist. Flew across the field, body broken, barely missed. Damn, Thanos snapped his fingers, confident he persists, but nothing happened. Emptiness upon his wrist, stones were gone, already sitting on Tony's hand. Nanotech transferred him, this was always the plan. Yeah, mortal flesh against the power gods could barely stand, but Tony looked him dead and said what made him grand. I am Iron Man. Then he snapped the lights, Thanos army crumbling, fading from the fight. Dust to dust, dust the Titan sat and lost his sight. Universe was saved, but Tony paid the price. Peter kneeling, tears were falling on his face. We won Mr. Stark, we won, you saved the place. Pepper held his hand and whispered through her grace. You can rest now, Tony, we'll be okay, it's safe. Arc reactor dimming, one last flicker in his chest. The man who saved the world 100 times could finally rest. Not a god, not a king, just a man who gave his best. Iron Man forever, living in our chest.